Hi, welcome to App Institute's Build in 10 Minutes, the concept of building an app for your own business within 10 minutes time. Today we're focusing on hair salons, beauty salons and barbers. So prior to creating your app, we have an app checklist, things you'll need in order to create your app. So your logo, your homepage background in a portrait orientation, your brand colours, your online booking link, your loyalty reward scheme concept, any images you may require for a gallery to display your work or your products, your business contact information, your opening hours, and a bit about the business, and a little blurb that you can use in an About Us section. A few top tips and reminders: always preview and test the app before launch. Push notifications are a really powerful feature. They're not supported within test mode, so do bear in mind that you have to be live to use that feature. And ensure all text buttons are visible, so don't use white on white backgrounds or black on black backgrounds, etc. Make sure everything you have there is visible when using. So let's get cracking on building the app. So when you start with App Institute, you'll see this as your first screen, giving your app a name. So in this instance, I'm making an app here for the Magic Hair Salon. It's a simple process to start doing your app. So you just type in your business name and continue. You'll select your template. So in this instance, I know that I'm looking for a booking template around hairdressers. So I'll click into Get Bookings and select hairdressers. There you can enter your website, or if you've not got a website or don't want to use the color scheme for your website, you can skip this step. In here you can either enter your number, which will give you a ability to preview your app on your phone, or you can skip this step also. And in here you just need to put in your contact information. So I'm just going to pop in some information here so I can sign up and start my demo app today and show you how to proceed. So now it's going to prepare my template. You'll see our live chat pop up in the bottom right hand corner as well. So if you do have any questions at all, do feel free to get in contact. Straight away you'll see this business app builder platform launches. Step 1, your appearance. And then you can just click Get Started here to follow the wizard through. So in order to create your app, you need to edit what's there. What's there by default is a template based around showing you what features we'd advise using as a salon, barbers or hairdressers. And you'll see immediately the theme is based on the example here. But I want to put in my own theme. And I mentioned earlier that obviously we were using our own color scheme. So I've got a document prepared here from my checklist ready to go. So my main colors being the white and black, and my secondary colors being the red and the bisque color. I'm going to implement those into my app. So I'm going to set a white header bar and a white tab bar. And then for my tab icons, I'm quite happy with them already. It's already set to black, but just to show you, obviously copy and paste that in to be the right shade that I wish there. And then the selected tab icon, I'd go for one of my secondary colors. So I'm going to go for the red in this instance, and I'm just going to copy that in for being my selected tab icon. And you can see an example of what's happening there. You can also go into advanced features, and I know that my page background, I don't want that to be a color that's not within my color scheme. So I'm going to set that to white for now, and I may come back and change that at a later date on my preview when I have a look at that. And the odd row and even row section here, again, I want that to be in line with my color scheme. So I'm just going to kind of set those just to the white, keep it plain for now, and then I may come back and change those as and when I preview the app and I take a look at how it all looks. The separator line is always good to have different to your odd and even row color, so I'm going to set that to be black. And you're seeing an example now of how that would look. In here you can also have header bar transparency set, which means on the home page you won't see the header bar, but you will see it on other pages. And this is where I said earlier just about checking your text. So I know my button is a black text and a white background, so I know that's going to look okay. And then I know also here that I've got a button border of red and a button text of red too, for these type of buttons that you see here. So I know that's all going to look fine and be visible. So I'm going to save this step now and head on to my images. In here you'll have your app icon and your splash screen. So my app icon, I want to use my logo for. So I'm going to go and upload an image from my library. And I've already got these images prepared, obviously, because that was part of our checklist. So my logo with the black background, I'm going to implement into our app icon. The splash screen is just a loading screen. So this is visible when your app is loading. And then other than that, you'd want to use a different background for your homepage. So my splash screen, I'm going to use just my logo, just to, as a loading page. So I'm going to use this one here, my logo with the black background, and then I'm going to make sure the background matches the color. So you can see here a slightly different shade of black. So I use a free tool from Google Chrome called the color picker, which will just show me the shade that I'm using and give me the hex code so I can copy and paste that. If you already know your codes, obviously you can just copy and paste them straight in. So I'm going to click on the background color now and change that to be there. And you'll see here that was all now the same color in the preview. Also good to note these lines. These are like the safe space lines, so providing any text you have is within these lines, on all devices it will be visible. If I was bleeding out the lines there, then I can resize my image to make it more central or to make sure it appears in the lines. But as a full size image, I was shown perfectly, so I'm just going to leave it at full size in this instance. I'll press save image, and then I've got my app icon and my brand set there. In here, you can select either to display a header bar image up there or have your business name by default, or you can choose custom text or leave it blank. I like to leave it blank because I've got branding elsewhere in the app. So I select the custom text and press save. Entirely up to you how you choose to do that on your app. So that's the theme section done. You can see now it loads up a looking good. Let's move on to content. So now I'm in the content section. I can press edit content and I can go through the steps here. So I know that I want to use my booking link as my first tab here. You've got the first tab being the booking link. So I can edit content here and I can go to have a look at what's already there. So I can see from the template that you're using, there's a framed booking appointment schedule in here. I'm going to remove that from the app and add a link to the booking system as advised in the checklist. So I'm going to remove that from the app, and then I'm going to add features and content, and I'm going to go to the user interaction function, and if I scroll down here, I'll find a booking website feature. Add that to the app. I can see it's called book. It's got a nice icon already, so I don't need to change any of that. I press continue, and I've got a section to copy it or type in my booking website URL. So I've got that in my document that I've pre-prepared because that's part of our checklist, and I'm going to copy and paste that in and save that there. And we'll see here that we've got two tabs that are called book that have appeared. So one was already there from the template, so I'm just going to press edit content, double check that's the right one. Yep, that's the widget I just put in, and then I'm going to pop into the book section there. I know my services, and most of your services are linked in your booking module anyway, so I'm going to remove that one from the app, and then I'm going to have a look at gallery. So gallery here has got a set images just to show you how the gallery works. Now I could remove these individually, or I could create my own gallery tab. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the gallery tab from the app, and then I'm going to go into add features and content once more, go into gallery and add a new gallery. When I press continue, I'm happy with the name, I'm happy with the icon, check all those out, and then I press continue and I can add images here. If I go to upload image, I'm going to find my gallery pictures, which I already have ready, and I'm going to select them all, and I'm going to press open or save. And then that's going to bring them into my library, and then I can once again select them within the App Institute platform, press select, and what you'll see is all those images will then be loaded into the gallery. I'll then press save, and then I can bring the gallery tab, and I know that's the one that I've just created because I recognize the icon. I can bring that into the menu there. So now I'm going to have a look through my other tabs here. So manage tab list. The message center is a two-way communication between yourself and the clients or your customers. Just click edit content into there to make sure it's set up as that way. So users to admin means your users can send you a message and you can respond, but I want to enable my notifications. So I pressed enable on my email notifications there. Now that means when someone sends me a message, I will get a notification that comes in, and obviously I can then know I've got a message and go to respond to that user and make sure I'm communicating with my clients as they communicate with me. So press save, and that's that one done there. So the next section, you can see we have rewards here. That's a very good section to have in a salon or Barbers app. And I know that I've already prepared what loyalty scheme I want to use. So I want a loyalty card and I want a coupon. So loyalty points now I'm going to remove from the app, but obviously this is entirely up to you what loyalty scheme you wish to use. The example I'm going to use today is a loyalty card and a coupon that are both redeemable inside the salon. So I'm going to go on to edit my loyalty card, and I know I've got in my notes here on my loyalty section that I've pre-prepared. I've got stamp card. I want 10% off my 4th haircut and 50% off on my 8th haircut. So I've got a example here. I'm just going to edit the existing example. I'm going to rename that haircut loyalty card. I'm going to select an image from my library. I'm going to select this image, nice colourful image to select, and you can see that resizes there perfectly and takes a good element of the image to use as my loyalty card background. And then I'm going to put in a description that describes exactly what the loyalty card is going to do. So 10% off on your 4th haircut and 50% off on your 8th. And then I'll usually use a disclaimer, normally kind of common disclaimers. This is obviously something is optional, but normally I kind of put in, can't be used in conjunction with other offers, for example. And then I can select my number of stamps. Now I know I want 8 stamps here. So 8 stamps, a daily limit of 1, because very rare someone's going to come in for a treatment more than once in a day. A passcode and an expiry date. So the expiry date, if you want that loyalty card to expire, it's a limited time loyalty deal you're doing. Or if not, you can leave it blank and then it will last forever. The passcode is a code that you can enter into someone's device to redeem a stamp, or you can download that passcode so they can scan a QR code to redeem the stamp, and you can have that behind the till, etc. for when they have paid for their treatment and it's all complete. So now I'd go to manage offers, and in here I know I want an offer on my fourth visit, so that's 10% off as we discussed. So I'll put in the short title, which displays in this in the circle there, and I can put 10% off haircut in the longer title, just so I know exactly what that offer is. I've added that offer in now, and then I will go to add my second offer on my 8 stamps, which I put 50% off. And again, I can do the same concept where I put the shorter phrase so it fits nicely in the box there at 50% off, and then the longer title so I know exactly what I've created in the title section. Press save there, and then press save again, and that's my loyalty card all created. And then I can go into my coupons. I know, again, I've prepared a 10% off first haircut. So I want to entice people into using the app by offering 10% coupon on the app for their first haircut. So I'm going to delete 2 of the coupons that are already there. And I'm going to edit the percentage one that I see. So I can change that to 10% off. I'm going to set the type to be percentage, so 10. And then I'm going to put a quick description in there. So get 10% off your first haircut when using our app. Disclaimer, again, not to be used in conjunction with any other offers. And then again, same concept where you've got the start date and the expiry date. If you want the coupon to be a limited time coupon, you can set those there. And the passcode to redeem, again, you can enter that code into someone's device, you can change the passcode, but you can download it as a QR code, which is the best way to do things, because then a user can just scan the QR code there and they don't need to do anything else. Press save on that, and then I can save again there. And then all I've got to do now to complete is the About tab, and I want to set a homepage background as well to finish the branding on the app. So I'm going to do the About Us tab first, and again, I'm just going to look at my contact information section, and then I'm going to put in my business information. Again, we said at the start, that's something you want to have ready in your checklist because you know you're going to want to put it in the app. So my email address, my website goes in this area here, my phone number. So just following what's on the screen there. We said we'd want to create an About Us blurb, so I've created that ready to just put into the app. So really simple. A bit of preparation can go a long way here to ensuring that you're creating the app efficiently and ensuring you've ticked all the boxes. So I could add my social media links if I had them there. I can also add a banner image there as well. I'm going to go with no social media, no banner, but obviously you can add those in as and when you choose. Business location, just put my address in, so I've got that all here ready to go. Obviously you'll know your contact information and your business information, and you'll maybe just be taking that from your website and copying and pasting into the app builder, however you wish to do that. But I'm just putting that all in now, and that's all in. I press look up location. Yep, that's where I am. Great. And then my last step on the About Us section is just the opening hours. Obviously I'm open 9 till 7 Monday to Saturday. So let's put that in there. You always use the left hand side box here, so you've got 2 sets of opening hours. If you open in the morning and then close in the afternoon and open again in the evening, for example, you can use that to show you've got 2 sets of opening hours. But in this instance I've only got 1, so I'm just going to follow this down, and there we go. So just enter these times in, and once we've done that, we know we've finished our About Us section, and there we go, save. And then I wanted to make sure I'd branded my home page, so I'm going to go back to my home page now and do tab settings and select an image. Now I've got a background that I've created for my home page already within my files. So like I said before, you want a portrait landscaped background. So I've got one here called homepage that I've pre-created, and I'm just going to pop that into the app now. And once that loads, you'll see it loads on the right hand side and in there. Once that's all visible, you know you're good to save, and that's all going to be in the app. And now my only next step before I test is going into navigation, setting my navigation style. So you get a few styles here: side menus without lines, etc. I like to go for the custom element, so I'm going to click custom here, select tab bar, have a small level of transparency, and make sure that I'm showing the tab tiles. That's your like home, booking, etc. The label underneath your tab itself. So I'm going to save there, and now I'm ready to preview and test everything out. I might want to make some changes, but let's have a look through the app and see if it's as intended. So you just press preview on the top there, and you'll see I've got my background image, exactly what I wanted with my logo on, and my tabs along the bottom with the color scheme I've selected. So I've got home, book, gallery, and the more section to go into my rewards, etc. So homepage is perfect, booking right, that's loading up, gallery all good, every image is there. My more section, I've got the message center, which I know that is a 2-way communication between myself and any clients. And I've got my reward scheme here, and I've got my reward card that works perfectly, and my coupons, that's all in there, all set up. I may wish to change this background because that's obviously something that's from the template. So by testing the app, you may find elements that you wish to have changed that you might not have realized. And then my About Us section has all the details that I've added in. So I'm ready to go. The only thing I want to do is go and change the background, and I'll show you how to do that now. So if you go into your rewards section here, you can just go into tab settings of any element that's got a background, and you can select your own background or clear it. I like having a kind of similar background to the home page maybe, so I'm going to add that in and have that as my background for that tab. But you can use any image, any color, just create that to your requirements. And that's it now. I've finished that process, and my app is ready to submit. So that's how you build an app in only 10 minutes. Hope you enjoyed the video. Any questions? We look forward to speaking with you. Thanks a lot. Bye.